The Lioness of Aksum and the Fallen Prince. Please, before you proceed, kindly subscribe to this channel so you'll get notification for the next story. Here we go. A 10th century Ethiopian love tragedy. Aksum, 960 AD. The land of Aksum trembled beneath the feet of warriors and priests. Stone obelisks pierced the sky like frozen prayers, and the air smelled of incense, blood, and prophecy. Ethiopia was no ordinary kingdom. It was sacred soil, guarded by faith, lineage, and fire. And in that land lived Yodit, a woman history would later call Yodit the Destroyer. But before war hardened her soul, she was once a lover. She loved Prince Gebre Meskel, the crowned heir of Aksum, a man sworn to the Solomonic bloodline and the Christian throne. Their love was forbidden, their desire was violent, and their fate was written in ash. A love born in hatred. Yodit was not born in palaces. She was born among those crushed by the empire, raised on stories of stolen lands and burned villages. Her people whispered that Aksum's kings ruled with God on their side, but Yodit saw only men hiding behind faith while spilling innocent blood. Gebre Meskel first saw her at a royal procession. She stood among the crowd, unbowed, eyes burning with defiance. Most women trembled before the prince. Yodit stared at him like a blade. That stare haunted him. Days later, he summoned her, not knowing she was already planning the destruction of his world. Passion like a battlefield. Their first conversation turned into argument. Their argument turned into hunger. Their hunger turned into sin. They loved aggressively, tearing at each other as if every embrace might be their last. They kissed like enemies and made love like warriors, bruises on skin, tears on lips, prayers dying on their tongues. Gebre Meskel betrayed his bloodline for her. Yodit betrayed her people by loving him. Each night they promised to abandon everything. Each morning reality returned with knives. Betrayal of the crown. When the high priests discovered the affair, they demanded Yodit's execution. She carries rebellion in her womb, even though she carried no child. Gebre Meskel begged his father, the emperor. The emperor refused. The throne cannot marry fire. That night, Yodit was dragged from the palace and beaten publicly. Her screams echoed through Aksum's stone streets, while Gebre Meskel watched, held back by guards, powerless, sobbing like a broken boy. Something inside Yodit died. Something darker was born. Love turned to war. Yodit escaped into exile. She returned years later, not as a lover, but as a queen of vengeance. She united tribes, rebels, and forgotten warriors. Her armies marched under black banners. Churches burned. Thrones collapsed. Aksum fell. And when she finally stood before Gebre Meskel again, he was no longer a prince. He was a prisoner, chained, starving, still loving her. The final choice. End it, he whispered. Kill me. Let my death finish your war. Yodit knelt before him, hands shaking. I loved you, she said, tears cutting through dust and blood. And because I loved you, the world had to burn. She freed him, not out of mercy, but out of love too cruel to cage. Gebre Meskel refused to live in a world built on her pain. That night, he took his own life beneath the broken obelisks of Aksum. Yodit ruled Ethiopia, but she never loved again. Legacy of blood and love. History remembers Yodit as a destroyer, but the truth is darker and sadder. She was a woman who loved so deeply that when love was stolen from her, she set an empire on fire. And in the ruins of Aksum, they say the wind still carries two voices, one begging for forgiveness, the other whispering, "I would burn the world again."